Hi, my name is Adrianna Weir.
Hi, my name is Mila Weir.
And you are watching and reading Rising Talent Magazines.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your dance background?
Well, I started when I was about 2 years old. My mom worked at Tippy Toes, so I took a lot of classes there. And then as I got older, I started doing jazz, tap, ballet, musical theater. I think the first time I went on stage was, I think I was 2, the first time I went on stage, and I just love to do dance. I think that you should follow your dreams, of whether you want to be on Broadway or you want to be a professional ballerina. I think it's great that you have dreams.
Well, some of my dance background is, she started at Tippy Toes, and I decided that I really love ballet, that I wanted to move up levels so that I could become a professional ballerina. So I started taking a lot of ballet classes, then I started taking jazz and tap lessons, and that was really fun. And then I also made my way to Broadway, so that was really fun too.
What have you been doing with dance?
Well, I've been doing a lot of ballet. So, I just got accepted into Joffrey's ballet musical theater program, summer camp. I'm really excited because with Mila doing her show, I'll be able to, just move in with them, and then I can take it from there.
Who are your inspirations?
Well, I have 3 inspirations. My first one definitely have to be my mom, of course. I mean, she made me. I look up to her because she has her own dance business, and I just think it's really cool that she gets to go all, a bunch of different places and teach strength and conditioning. My dad, because just outside of dance, he teaches me, not to be afraid of not just, going on stage and performing, but other things outside of dance. Like, if I want to try a roller coaster, or if I want to try something different. And another one, and my last inspiration, is definitely have to be one of my dance coaches. Her name is Miss Sarah, and she pushes me to be my best every time I'm at the studio. So I look up to her because she teaches me to always be your best no matter what.
Well, I have a couple. First of all, my mom, we actually homeschool, so she helps me a lot on learning. She says you can do it. She says never say you can't do it, because you can do it, and you just have to try. Second of all, my dad, he keeps me in place. He keeps me brave and strong. If I was saying that if I was scared or if I didn't want to do something, he would say, fake it till you make it. So that's one more thing. And one more thing is my sister. She really helps me a lot of that. She tucks me into bed every night, and I feel like she's the best sister in the world.
That's so sweet.
How do you balance school and what you do in the industry?
Well, we are actually homeschooled, so it's a lot easier. Let's say we have a photo shoot. We get our little bags and we put language arts, we put math, we put history, we zip it all up and we take it with us. I think especially if you're in the acting career business, that it's much easier to be homeschooled, because instead of missing days and days and days of school, you can literally pick your school up and take it with you, because I just think it's much easier, especially if you travel a lot.
Well, something in the working business, acting business that we do is probably, homeschooling, and that, if you went to, a normal outdoor public school and stuff, if we were at shoots this many a day, we'd probably get suspended, and that wouldn't be good. So, while we're homeschooling, it's good to also spend time with your family more, because sometimes when you're far away in school from your family, you can get really sad. And one more thing is that sometimes when you're homeschooling, you get a lot more done, every second you can like just raise your hand to go to the restroom. You don't have to wait another second for like a test or something like that.
Nice answer. I like that.
What projects you guys worked on?
Well, let me see. Well, we do a lot of family projects. I think, like, we always go to Virginia Beach. That's like
Busch Gardens.
Busch Gardens. That's like, those are like one of my favorites. We've like gone back there like 2, maybe 3 times. And my favorite one to go on as a family is Big Daddy Falls because my mom always gets stuck on the other side and the water always falls on her head. But let's see. What's something that I've done? Oh, I know. A long time ago, I did a giant commercial, and it would be on the big screen in DC. And every time we'd walk by from the show, we would see the big screen, and we'd be like, "Wait for it, it's Adrianna!" And my mom would just be like jumping up and down, and I'd be like, "This is like the 50th time you've seen this commercial." You go.
Probably one project is I've done by myself. Well, I actually did series for 3 weeks, and it was a while. I had memorized a lot of lines. I was very good with it because, you know, if I forgot a line, they would say the line back to me, and it was pretty fun. And one more shoot that family worked on, it was a shoot that we did. Oh, yeah, it was called, it started, it was one that I did. It was a water song commercial. It was called Water Does Wonders.
Rev Your Bev.
Rev Your Bev, yeah, it was really fun.
So you guys have been part of the Once Upon a One More Time show, musical. What can you tell us a little bit more about your role in the show?
Okay, so originally it was in Chicago, but then COVID hit and it all shut down. It's bittersweet because it shut down and came to DC, but also COVID happened, and that's not so great, as we all know. So when it came to DC, we said, okay, we may not get it, but, you know, why not? Just throw it out there.
Yeah.
So we got in our self-tape, and then my mom got a call, and she was like, oh, hello, this is Wanda. And then she was like, oh my gosh. And then she started screaming and running around the room. And then we were so excited. So the first time we got in there, we actually got in a little late because everybody else was practicing in New York before they came down to the DC theater. So we were a little late, but then like we warmed up and we were totally fine.
Yeah. Something else is our characters were like sweet little young girls, you know, and we had a scene with Cinderella. One more thing is that Adrianna grew out of the role there, but I'm also heading to Broadway, and she got into Joffrey.
Yay!
Yay!
What was it like working together on Once Upon a One More Time?
Well, we shared the role actually, so sometimes when she went on the show and she did her glam, I would have a break, and when I did on the show and I did my glam, she would take a break, and we would go into a green room and we would hang out, play board games with our handler, and it was like so much fun.
It was really fun because I think that it was really nice that we each got a break, especially like there was a lot of shows in each week. So it was good that like I got my time to go and then I got to take a break. She got her time to go and then she got to take a break. Yeah. And it felt like we all had each other's backs because it was a really cozy little theater, and I think it was really fun. And, you know, while we're at it, should we tell them our favorite song for the musical?
Oh yeah,
What is your favorite song? Circus and Toxic, no doubt about it.
yeah, me too, and I like both of those, but I also like, it's called Baby One More Time. Hit me, baby, one more time.
So So Once Upon a One More Time is coming to Broadway, and you just found out you were going to be a part of the show. So where were you when you found out?
Well, we were in the car driving to Virginia Beach for another little shoot, and my mom was on the call with our agent, and she was screaming, and I was like, what is it? And I was like talking to my sister, and I was like, it's Once Upon a One More Time. And she was like, oh my gosh! And I freaked out too. And when she told me, we stopped at the side of the road because we were so happy. And it was just like so much fun.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you girls have advice for those that want to get into the industry and do what you do?
Tons. Okay, so let me just do a little bit of my tons of advice. So, just, I don't know if you're homeschooled or you're in a public school, you're in a private school, but no matter what anybody says, if anybody says they don't like acting, that acting's dumb, don't listen to them. You block all those sounds out, because if you like something, you have to dream and run towards it, because you can't let anybody mess with your mind. That does not work.
Something else that I want to say is that, well, if you're afraid to do something, like you're not sure acting is your thing, you should just try it out, see how it is, see if it works for you. If it does work for you, keep going, get auditions, make your way to Broadway. But if you're not into it, there's so many other things you could do out there. You could start dancing, you could start doing sports, just follow your dreams wherever you want to go.